Hello, my name is Bob Nolting. I am here at Amos Alonzo Stagg High School with one incredible individual who's been here, as he just admitted, since his 13th birthday when he was a student here a little bit ago. So Rich Kowalczyk. Rich is college and career counselor as well as the assistant AD and head girls bowling coach. So a little bit busy around here. What drew you into that side of counseling?
Well, I think I always like a challenge. I like new things. And so about 4 years ago, I just kind of started thinking, what are things that we can do here? What are things that the district can do? What are events that we can put on for our students that can help them connect the dots and then be empowered to make that decision for the rest of their life? We're definitely looking at the trades, cosmetology schools, real estate licensure, or even just workforces looking to hire outside of high school. And so now we're putting that information in front of our kids, and it's not the mindset of, well, I have to go to college because my friends are going to college. It's, what's the right question? It's, what are you passionate about? And I think now with the opportunities our students have, whether it be our Period 2 mini college career fairs, the vocational fair, March Madness, it's let them network with those reps, let them ask the right questions, and then let's empower them to make the right decision for the rest of their life.
How do you keep your pulse on those opportunities for kids?
It's what I tell the kids every day, it's the networking piece. Don't sit on your phone in an intervention, come down here and network. You never know who knows what, you never know what you're gonna learn. So I take that advice to heart, and when I start to communicate with, whether it be local trades or college reps or local organizations, I ask all the questions and I try to network, and I go into it just like a student, whether I know a little bit about it or I don't. I'm honest with them up front, like, explain this to me like I'm an 8-year-old.
You are the assistant AD as well as the head bowling coach. Let me ask a little bit about bowling. You've really built a lot of success. In fact, last year I think we interviewed your state champ, which is a pretty impressive thing in the state of Illinois, right? Yeah. So what does the bowling program mean to you?
So I went to Stagg High School. I was a football and a baseball player. I didn't get the opportunity to bowl in the winter because I was in the weight room. But when I played baseball at Lewis University, that's when I got a chance to bowl, and I would bring the teammates along, and it was kind of a bonding activity. It was something that over the years when we graduated, it's how we get back together as alumni, is we have a big bowling tournament and we keep in touch that way. So when the opportunity did arise here, where the girls' job came open, I was all in. It was a great opportunity to build something too. And the community support, the school support we've had, and going to state 3 times in a row, having a state champion, and doing it for the first time in school history, it's just something that makes me incredibly proud.
Clearly, you give back to Stagg High School, but clearly Stagg gave you something. What about Stagg makes you want to give back the way that you do?
Stagg made me who I am. I'm always going to attribute to my parents, first and foremost, to my family. But when you look back at me as a kid, me developing and getting a scholarship, having the opportunity to go to college and not have my parents pay for it, and because of the academics too, and that's attributed to the teachers here that I still have relationships with to this day, to the coaches here, to the athletic department, just for the people who cared for me as a student, who got me to this position. They made it special. I always talk about a story about Bob Fabrizio, who had recently passed, but on Thursday nights we would have our football dinner, and then afterwards he'd say, hey, we're sitting down going over the game plan, and he would call my dad and say, hey, Rich is going to stay with me, and we're just going to be here as long as it takes to figure this game plan out. And my dad would always say, keep him as long as you want. He just knew what kind of person Bob was and how much he cared about me. I look at those stories, I'm very grateful for where I'm at right now, and I want to contribute in that way. Even if it's a small fraction of what people like Bob Fabrizio or Missy Mason or Jack Doyle did for me, how can I kind of pay that forward?
Hello, my name is Bob Nolting. I'm here at Amos Alonzo Stagg High School with a absolute rock star Charger who does a lot for her school, Mia Lewandowski. Mia is about Stagg spirit and a very, very involved student in the performing arts. What about that part of Stagg draws you in, that fine arts part?
Yeah, it's just about the community and like, you know, making people laugh and making people like feel something. I really like performing. I became a drum major when I was a sophomore, but marching band allows me, it helped me grow and learned new skills. It's about performing and like, you know, the thrill of like, you know, going to competitions.
Awesome. Well, I would have thought with all the fine art stuff you wouldn't have any room in your schedule, but apparently you're a pretty good student as well. So
Yeah.
why is that important to you, taking not only the performing arts like classes, but also challenging yourself in the academics?
It's because I want to be able to like be a leader, but also like, you know, have those skills for academics and stuff like that, so I'm ready for like, you know, when I go to college one day. I'm thinking about going into veterinary medicine. This is what I'm passionate about. Even though my heart is so filled with music, my heart is filled for like animals and, you know, like taking care of them and wanting to help them.
You are definitely all about Stagg.
Yes.
What about Stagg really draws you in?
I think it's about community, like the community that I'm in, because the music program has welcomed me in ever since like I was in 8th grade. Like I broke my foot in 4 different places, and there was this marching event where they bring the junior high students. I went in my wheelchair and I went to this event, and they were so welcoming, they were so supportive. Like it was, and that's when I realized I was like, I need to be here.